Well, I know you're not supposed to dwell on the past, but how can you top the game we had last week? Skyview at Mountain Crest, literally coming down to 4th and goal, last play of the game. Well, you follow it up with another in-valley rivalry game. Tonight, Skyview visits Logan. Back-to-back weeks against valley rivals. The catch here, though, is Logan's not having the season that Mountain Crest is. Logan is 1-5 on the season, 0-2 in region play, and they're still struggling to find their identity. Meanwhile, Skyview's putting points on the board, and their defense was nails last week against a very good Mountain Crest offense. So that Skyview defense could cause some serious problems, again, for a Logan offense that's just been trying to find their way. But you never know. What do they say? Throw the records out when you have these rivalry games, and we're going to have one here tonight, the longest standing rivalry in the valley. Logan and Skyview coming up next.
They said I wasn't fast enough. Forget what they say. You define you. The way you move, the way you compete, the way you train. If you want to win on the field, you have to move like no one else has moved before. That's why I train with Rip 60. Power, speed, strength. If you train the Rip 60 way, you'll be able to do things you never thought possible.
Rip 60 features suspended rotation, the key to power, so your body is forced to stabilize and balance throughout your workout, engaging more muscles and building your core with every move. The secret is the rotational carriage, which promotes more muscle activity, allowing you to build muscle fast.
I train like the pros. You can too. Get Rip 60.
Unlock the rewards of training the way elite athletes do in less than 60 minutes a day for just 60 days, so you can get incredible results like these fast. Call now and you can receive expedited shipping so you can reach your goal even faster.
Because you define you. Rip 60 training is the way.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Lewiston State Bank. Strong and vibrant for over a century. Cache Valley Electric. A tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. Camp Chef. The way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance coverage for your family and business. The Book Table, your family store for books, music, toys, art, and much more. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station for over 25 years. The national anthem here at Crimson Field at the campus of Logan High School, as tonight Logan plays host to Skyview in a Region 12 matchup. Third game of region play. Skyview coming off a huge victory at Mountain Crest last week. Logan with the loss to Northridge. Hello everyone, again I'm Eric Olson with you tonight on a Thursday night, a rare Thursday night high school game, as Utah State and BYU are going at it at Romney Stadium on Friday night, so they decided to move this game here to Thursday night, so the fans could have their cake and eat it too this weekend. I don't know what could be better than football on Monday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. If you ask me, that sounds a little bit like heaven. But you didn't ask me, I'm going to tell you anyway. Well, last week we brought you the game between number 1 and number 2, Skyview and Mountain Crest. And it lived up to its billing, but it was a defensive battle. Both teams averaging over 30 points per game coming into that contest. And the final score was a 3-point 16-13 win for Skyview as they scored on 4th and goal. The ball was nosed up to the goal line, and Stokes off of right tackle, Cole Stokes, gets in on the last play of the game to give the win to the Bobcats. Logan, meanwhile, was playing Northridge and getting spanked. Logan's having a tough season. Or Northridge Ridgeline, I mean. They lost to Ridgeline 55-26. 2 weeks ago, they lost to Woods Cross 43-0, and then in the middle, they lost to Green Canyon 39-27, and a game that was pretty competitive throughout. But Logan's been looking for their identity. They're trying to get something going. For the last couple of years, they've been struggling trying to get something going out here at Logan. A very young team, once again, only 17 seniors on the entire team. Meanwhile, Skyview is a very senior-heavy team. A lot of players that had the choice electing to stick around out at Skyview and keep things going from a team that's really been one of the top teams in their classification for the last few years. Coach Danilo Robinson, the former Aggie, doing a good job of keeping the train rolling out there in Smithfield. And tonight, they want to keep it rolling here against Logan. So the interesting thing will be to see if there's any sort of letdown. You win a game like they did last week against Mountain Crest, there can be an emotional letdown, especially when you've prepped for this big, huge game. Number 1 against number 2, comes right down to the last. It's all emotional. And now you're going to play a team that, you know, on paper, you really should dominate. But that we've seen so many times that really doesn't happen. For Logan, if they can avoid turning the ball over, make a few stops, and keep it close and shorten this game, give themselves a chance, then things could be awfully interesting as we come down to the wire. They're down with the coin flip. Looks like Logan has won the toss, and they are going to defer. So Skyview will receive. Skyview will be going north to south and get the ball first. With Skyview, it's Jackson Sidaway. Sidaway was up and down in that game against Mountain Crest, but in the second half and late in the game when it mattered, he did everything right with his arms, with his legs. They drove 99.5 yards for that winning score, and Jackson Sidaway's legs, he didn't run it a lot, but he kept plays alive by keeping alive in the pocket, moving around, and giving his receivers chances to get open. Falsliv, Lundahl, the Stokes boys, Digert, all of them good receivers. If you give them time, give the quarterback time, they're going to get open. Brody Martin's another player for Skyview that's been pretty darn good in the early going. He was held out of last week's game with a little bit of a knee problem. I've been looking for him down there on the sideline here tonight. I haven't seen him, and so we'll see if he's going to sit this one out as well. But they were being cautious with that and trying to be a little careful.
And our gold sponsor, Sports Academy, Planet Fitness, Burton Lumber, Gregory Anderson, MD, Lewiston State Bank, Big O Tires, Taco Time, and our silver sponsor, New Horizons Beauty
Jonathan
College,
Coffin will be kicking it off for the Grizzlies.
And their Grizzlies football team.
Kick it back to Lundahl. It looks like Christensen back at about the 8-yard line. Beautiful night as the fall leaves are starting to come out. Came through Sardine Canyon or Wellsville Canyon, depending on who you are. Coming to the game here tonight. The leaves are turning, the weather's beautiful, and we're playing football. Everybody ready, and we are underway at Logan High School. Lundahl's going to retreat back to his 1-yard line and take it on the run. Back upfield, he's got an opening. Lundahl with blockers, and he's finally hauled down out near the 40-yard line. Chris Shopbell with the tackle to bring him down. Skyview will start out at the 40. Well, let's see where they spot it. 40. Wow, they're giving him a really good spot out at the 43. So great starting field position for the Bobcats. Lundahl and Falsliv to this side as they spread it out. And Cole Stokes is behind Sidaway. 4-man front for the Grizz. They run that read option. Sidaway's going to keep and then throw. He throws back to Lundahl. Lundahl, that's a completed pass and a run for Lundahl for about 18 yards.
Sidaway passes the ball out to Lundahl. Gets to the Grizzly 39-yard line. To Bobcat first down.
Clear out to the Grizzly 39-yard line. That's a play I've seen a lot of teams run lately. I've seen it on the collegiate level as well, where quarterback will start to run. It's like a read option, and then the receiver kind of stays. The quarterback stretches it out, and it depends on if he's got a seam or not. And instead of a pitch, he's throwing a little pass, and it ends up being a backwards pass. And then the receiver takes it and takes off. If that corner commits early, it puts a lot of pressure on that corner. Now a flag as Skyview's taking too much time. So Skyview's taking too much time. That's their first penalty, a 5-yarder. And Skyview ends up taking a timeout.
Bobcats call a timeout.
So the Bobcats 18 yards on their first play from scrimmage, and already in Logan territory at the Logan 44 after the 5-yard penalty. First penalty of the game for either team. Hanson, the receiver, to the near side. 2 to the far side, and 2 backs in the backfield. This is Falslev playing quarterback as he sends Kobe Wilson in motion. Falslev's going to turn and give it to Stokes. Stokes up the middle, gets the penalty yardage and more back. He's got 7 yards on 1st and 15.
Cole Stokes on the carry.
Sidaway's in there.
2nd down and 8.
Falslev stays in, and he'll go out to the receiver position now. Lundahl will head with him to the near side. Far side's Digert, and it looks like it might be Tanner Stokes in the inside position. Cole Stokes in the backfield. Four-man rush. Going up top, Sidaway looking for Falslev, who goes up, catches it, and they're going to say incomplete as he hit the ground. He couldn't maintain control, and it bounces out of there. Incomplete. 3rd down. 3rd and 8 now for Skyview. They went up top looking for the big play. Stokes stays in the backfield with Sidaway and Falslev on the far side with Digert. No, Falslev's on the near side. In the flat, nobody open, and finally he's flushed out, and then he throws a little shovel pass downfield, does Sidaway. It was right at the sticks, but the receiver couldn't come up with it. See who that is out there. Looks like it's Will Drasinski, 14. We didn't call his number last week. So the Logan defense, after giving up 18 yards on the first play, with the help of a penalty, slows down the Bobcat offense and forces them to at least show that they're going to punt. Nobody back for the Grizzlies. Lots of Bobcats back there, and they kill this one at about the 2-yard line.
And the ball is down inside the 5-yard line.
So Logan will have the ball at the 4 is where they are going to say it was first touched at the 4-yard line. And the Grizzlies take the field. They've done a little bit of quarterback by committee. Lately it's been Cade Thornley, the sophomore, number 5, and that's who it is tonight. Thornley's played, Shumway's played. Thornley in the backfield, a back with it. Fakes the pitch, keeps, loses a yard. So Thornley, 1 carry minus a yard. This Skyview defense, very impressive to me last week. Not so much. It wasn't a team that I looked at and like, wow, what a powerful team. It was more like, what a fast team. It was like a bunch of piranhas, a school of sharks out there. Mountain Crest, I've seen them multiple times this year, and they've been able to get horizontals and side to side on everybody. They couldn't do it on Skyview. Skyview can get from sideline to sideline in a hurry. Here's the give. To Newsman Wildman.
It's up about 5. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Grizzlies.
So 3rd and 6 after 5 yards right up the gut. The Grizzlies backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. Dodd split to the near side, 3 to the far side. Thornley's looking, got some happy feet, breaks the pocket, looking for the edge, can't get there. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. So that'll go down as a sack for Skyview. Thornley loses a yard. He's got 2 carries for -2. And it's 3 and out for the Grizz. Back for Skyview is Damian Dubon. Logan punting from their own end zone. This kick is going out of bounds and not very far.
Goes out of bounds.
Right off the side of the foot of the punter. That was kicked. The line of scrimmage was the 8-yard line. It's a 26 is where it went out, so it's an 18-yard punt. So Skyview at the 26. 1st and 10. No score with 8:11 to play in the first period. No other games going on tonight. Again, a Thursday night game with Utah State and BYU playing up at Romney Stadium tomorrow night. Lundahl and Falsliv to the near side. Pair receivers split to the far side. Stokes in the backfield as Lundahl goes in motion. They're going to hand to Cole Stokes. Cole Stokes dragging a couple of defenders down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 for Cole Stokes. Stokes' second carry, 13 yards. And a down to play with for the Bobcats. Dygert and Drashinsky are the receivers to the far side. And Falsliv and Lundahl stay to this near side. They're going to hand to Stokes again. He's hauled down in the backfield for a loss.
Stokes wrapped up in the backfield.
Good play by Ace Kennington.
Ace Kennington on the tackle.
Ace Kennington, one of those underclassmen, a 6'1", 194-pound sophomore. A lot of sophomores on this Logan roster. They were young last year, young again this year. And it's 3rd down, so another 3rd down attempt. 3rd and 7. Skyview taking a long time to get this play off. Back jump just starting to count. Stokes with the give. Stokes puts his head down, churning his way down toward the sticks. He's going to be about a half a yard short. He needed 7, he got 6. So it's going to be 4th and a yard. And I'm certain that Skyview will go for it.
4th and 1.
He went off tackle to the left. Sit away under center. Oh, and Logan offsides. They didn't blow the flag, throw the flag. Logan looked like they were offsides. They didn't throw the flag. Now Sidaway backs off. See if he hands it to Stokes. He's going to throw it on the in pattern. He's got his man. It's Lundahl. Lundahl down to the 5-yard line. So 12 yards on 4th down and 1.
First and goal for the Bobcats.
Lundahl's got 2 catches for 30 yards. And so that means Sidaway is 2 out of 4 for 30 yards. 18 and 12. And it's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Sit away in that pistol look. Kobe Wilson's in the backfield with Stokes. He's more at a wing. Sidaway's going to keep. Pitch to Stokes. Stokes has blocking. Puts his head down. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Grizzlies.
Touchdown, Gaggy.
Did I say Grizzlies? Touchdown, Bobcats. It says Grizzlies right there in the middle of the field. Read one thing and say another. Impossible. So the short field pays off for the Bobcats as they keep Logan pinned and a short punt. And the Bobcats, 26 yards later, are in the end zone. They're going to run the little 2-point fake play. They give it off to Lundahl. Lundahl's in trouble. Looking to the end zone. He's got a man there. Did he catch it? No. So much ado about nothing, and it's 6-0. Skyview on top of Logan. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley.
In Utah, nothing is greater than our liberty. And going is always greater than stopping. So when we look for an emergency room, we don't just want one we can trust. We want one we can trust to respect our time. That's why Mountain Star ERs offer board-certified emergency specialists and short wait times. Mountain Star. Together, we're greater.
Back at Logan High School, 5:50 to play in the first period, and Skyview strikes first, 6-0. The PAT no good. They ran a little trickeration. And the pass from Lundahl to the receiver in the end zone was incomplete. And the Bobcats will kick off. Logan will have a chance at a return here. It's muffed back at the 1-yard line and then picked up. Return out to about the 14. That's about the best they could have hoped for after the muff back there. See what number that is. Those numbers are hard to read for crusty old eyes like mine. Looks like that might have been Jace Perry. It was Jace Perry on that return. Bobbled it back at the 1-yard line, had to find it. It's hard to find that football once you fumble it. You know you fumbled. You know they're bearing down on you. You're watching the run, the defenders come at you, and then trying to look down and find the ball. Well, Skyview started coming across, and then Logan went. But I think they're going to end up calling this on Logan. You got to stay set.
Illegal motion against the Grizzlies.
Kyle Truex, pick number 77. 6'3", 283 pounds, was one of the guys that moved early, but certainly not the only one. Skyview brought a couple of guys up hard, but they stopped short of crossing the line of scrimmage. And it's enough to make the linemen flinch. 4 wide receivers and a wing for Thornley. Thornley's going to keep, got himself a seam. He's up across the 15-yard line to the 18-yard line, 9-yard gain.
Second down and 6 for the Grizzlies.
Brings up a 2nd down and 6. So he got the penalty yardage back plus 4. And that was a nice hole as he ran off the left side of his line. Thornley's going to throw. Has his man out in space and right near the sticks. And that looks like it was number 22. It is Owen Godfrey, number 22.
First down.
And he gets another 8 yards. And it's a first down for Logan. 2 receivers to the near side, including Godfrey. Corbett's with him on this side. Thornley under pressure, gets rid of it across the middle. It's Dodd. Dodd catches it on the run to to the 40-yard line. 3 Bobcats trying to steal that ball away. He gets out to the 43 and a late flag. 17 yards. And there's a flag in the backfield. So let's hold on before we do the stats here. A flag in the backfield and one up on the 44-yard line. One of the Grizzly linemen came in there late and piled on one of the Bobcats. And let's see, but Kobe Wilson's acting like he's not happy. Personal foul, Skyview. Personal foul, Logan. Offsetting.
Personal foul against both teams.
So we'll play it again.
The ball back and do it again.
And what's interesting is, what was the personal foul in the backfield? Was it roughing the passer? And was the other one a dead ball foul? If one's a dead ball foul, interesting to see how they would, interesting to see how they've done that. They've put it 1st and 10, and we'll do it over. These guys in stripes have to remember a lot of rules. Approaching 4 minutes to play in the first period. A nice hole on 1st down and a 6-yard gain.
I believe that was Kevin Nye on the carry.
Kevin Nye on the run. Nye's 25. 6 yards for Nye, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. So Skyview leads 6-0. Logan taking their time. They've got a pretty good little drive going here. They're on their own 32-yard line. They had a 1st down a minute ago, but it came back on a penalty. They're going to snap it directly to Nye. Nye's going to pick up a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Logan not really trying to get the edge on Skyview. They're running right at him, and the pass plays they've run have been little quick hitters. It's a quick hitter down the seam to a tight end a moment ago. Let's see what they can dial up here. 3 receivers to the near side. They go to the far side. Thornley's got his man. 13 yards. Dodd with the grab on 3rd down. So it's a Grizzly 1st down as the Logan Grizzlies approach midfield, trailing 6-0 with under 3 minutes to play in the first period. Logan on the move. Godfrey and Jensen to this side. Now they got 4 receivers this way. They're going to run a little screen. That's a forward pass, and he just overthrew. In fact, that was Nye that was throwing to Thornley. That was Nye, number 25, throwing to Thornley. Incomplete. Would have been interesting to see. He threw it forward, so it would have been a run. He couldn't have thrown it again. But Logan, that time, trying to get to the edge by getting the ball out there with numbers. And the ball will always travel faster than a defender. 6 guys at the line of scrimmage for Logan. Thornley in trouble. Gets rid of it. It did not get past the line of scrimmage. But they are not going to throw a flag. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 10. And the pass incomplete.
Pressure on the play by Kobe.
This drive started back at Logan's own 13-yard line. They've moved it out to the 41 with a couple of 1st downs. They'd like to keep it going, trailing 6-0. Thornley against a 4-man rush, unloads. This one's a jump ball as Jensen's out there fighting with the defender. Jensen had no idea where the ball was. The defender turned and looked, and it falls incomplete out of bounds. 4th down. Logan's drive stalls out at the 46-yard line. After 33 yards and a couple of 1st downs, Logan will have to kick it away. The last punt for Logan was only 18 yards. Let's see if they can do a little better this time. Make things a little tougher on the Skyview offense. Nice snap, better kick. This one's heading for the sideline too, though. The opposite sideline. Kick from the 46, 21, 25-yard kick, so better. And Skyview will start at their own 29-yard line, leading 6-0 with 2:20 to play here in this first period. They fake the give on the end around and hand up inside to, I believe it was Stokes. It was Cole Stokes, 21. Somebody grabbed him by the foot and hauled him down for no gain. A lot of misdirection. A lot of chaff and junk going on in that backfield. As a defender, you've got to play your assignment against this offense. Spread look, 2 to each side. Lundahl in motion. Hand it again to Stokes. This time Stokes picks up 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5 as we approach a minute and a half to play in the first period. Skyview with a 6-0 lead.
3rd down and 5.
Falslev, Lundahl, and Drushinsky to the near side. One receiver to the far side for the Bobcats on 3rd and 5, and the Grizzlies are offsides. Unless somebody moved on that Skyview line, and I sure didn't see anybody move. Offsides, Logan.
Offsides against the Grizzlies, 5-yard penalty.
That's going to be 5 yards. I don't know if that's going to give them a first down. It might be just short. They're going to say, yeah, first down.
For the Bobcats.
So that was a 3rd down attempt, and it's a conversion by penalty. So Skyview now 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. Stokes out of the backfield. They swing it out to him. Finds an opening with a couple of blocks. Midfield to the 45-yard line of Logan. 16 yards on the pass play.
45-yard line of the Grizzlies. 1st and 10 Bobcats.
Tanner Stokes, number 1, got dinged last week against Mountain Crest. Had to be helped off the field, and I haven't seen him here tonight. Cole Stokes, 21, has had plenty of touches, though. 1st and 10 at the Logan 45-yard line. Stokes again. Takes a wallop, spins around, picks up 4.
Cole Stokes on the carry, pick up of about 4. It'll be 2nd down 6.
Dean and Wilson leave the field as Lundahl and Dygert return. See if Skyview runs another play as we're under 10 seconds to play in the period. Stokes in the backfield, whisks it away, and they're not going to run another play. That's the end of the first quarter. Skyview 6, Logan 0. You're watching the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
We'd like to welcome on to the field.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find. Like how you think you have coverage for this when you only have coverage for this.
That's not homework.
Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
Back at Logan High School, Eric Olson along with you as Skyview leads Logan 6-0 as we get ready to start the second quarter. Logan's moved the ball. Now it's time to switch the pen to a different color. Love these 4-inked pens. Logan's moved the ball, but Skyview has put it in the end zone. Skyview 78 total yards there in that first period. 40 yards for the Grizzlies. Stokes motions out of the backfield. They look to him out in the flat. makes one man miss. Again, puts his shoulder down and gets down to about the 26-yard line.
Bounds at the Grizzly 26-yard line. That's a Bobcat first down.
That's a 15-yard gain and a Skyview first down. Skyview on the move. They didn't turn it over last week against Mountain Crest. That was a big part of their success. They run that little naked screen out there to Lundahl. The corner saw it was coming up hard. If Sidaway floats that out there, it's going back the other way, but Sidaway put some mustard on it. Got it to his receiver and no gain on the play. Dygert, the lone receiver to the right. 3 to the near side with Sidaway in the backfield. Sidaway, 3 steps, climbs the ladder, looks downfield, has a man wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Skyview. Drashinsky ran past his man, and the ball delivered perfectly for a Skyview touchdown. 1 minute and 2 seconds into the second period. Skyview puts another score on the board, now leading 12-0 with a PAT to come. They were unsuccessful on their last PAT attempt. See if they try to make it an even 14 or if they just work on the kicking game. Stokes, the kicker, he kicks it through. 13-0 with 10:58 to play in the half. Skyview leads Logan. Back at Logan High School, Eric Olson along with you as Skyview's brought a good contingent south from Smithfield, and they're watching a 13-0 win in progress. Now it's a long way from being final. But for now, everything going the Bobcats' way. Logan's been able to move the ball a little bit, but they've been stopped well short of the goal line. Jace Perry with the return out to the 22-yard line. And Logan will take over there. Trailing 13-0 now. Perry went to the sideline. Now he comes back to the huddle, and here comes Thornley with the play. Two receivers to the far side. Perry's alone on the near side. Looks like Nye in the backfield. Perry goes in motion. They're going to fake the give. Thornley's going to keep. Thornley cut down after a short gain, maybe 1. Their last drive, before it stalled out, they were able to pick up good yardage on first down and get themselves in manageable second and thirds. That's called staying ahead of script, staying ahead of schedule. And this one only 1 yard, so you'd consider it now you're behind schedule. Thornton throws a little swing, but the blocking out on that far side left a little something to be desired, and it's a gain. I don't think it's a gain at all. Let's see where they spot it before we decide. No gain. Trying to get the ball to the edges by throwing it out there rather than trying to run to the edges against this speedy Skyview D. They didn't have the blocking going on to run that. And I think that was Jensen that was out there. 3rd and 9. Over the middle they go to Dodd. Dodd has his feet cut out from under him after he picks up 8. It's going to be 4th down and 2. That's something I noticed last week with this Skyview defense. They were chopping feet and ankles all night long. And you know what that does? It gets guys on the ground. You can't run if somebody's taking your ankles out, taking you out at the feet. And that was really what kept Mountain Crest out of the end zone for what would have been the touchdown to seal that win. Bo Robinson on 4th downs racing to the pylon. Then he decides to cut it up, and he wants to jump into the end zone, and a defender comes from the side, launches into his legs, cuts his legs out from under him so he can't get him under him and gather himself to jump. And he stops short of the goal line. So this Skyview defense doing it again there with Dawes. This kick, not a bad kick at all. That one's 40 yards. 39. His first one was 18, the next one 25. Now he's out to 39. So the next punt will be in the 50s. Skyview leading by 2 scores with the ball on their own 30-yard line. Logan went 3 and out on their first possession, moved the ball out near midfield on their second possession before Skyview forced the punt, and then 3 and out on their last possession. Skyview scored on their last 2. They've got a receiver downfield. He's open, going to him, and they've got Dygert. Dygert all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, 70 yards. Sidaway walloped as he threw it, and Dygert just ran under it and ran away from the defense. So a 3-score lead now for Skyview, as they've scored on their last 3 possessions. .8:35 to play in the first half. Skyview 20, Logan nothing.
Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Danes and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
Back at Logan High, 20-0. Skyview with the big strike, 70 yards. Dygert from Sidaway. He was the center man in that trips formation. He ran, made it look like he was going to run a little drag. I think turned it up almost like a skinny post and turned on the jets. And he was in the end zone. Here's Corbett looking for the far end. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. He got out of trouble momentarily, and a late flag. Got out of trouble momentarily before he was finally hauled down out there by Caleb Christensen. And let's see what the call is. That flag came in awfully late, right in the middle of the field, too. Personal foul on Skyview. So Logan will be out at their own 35-yard line, their best field position to start a drive of the game.
First down for the Grizzlies.
That was back in the middle of the field. That flag was thrown, so there must have been some shenanigans going on back there.
38-yard line.
Two to the near side, including a wing, and one to the far side. They're going to give it to Nye, and he's cut down in the backfield. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. So Nye, number 25, no gain. As Logan early has attacked Skyview right up the middle, and they've had some success, but not that time. Skyview showing a 3-man front. 6 defensive backs. Thornley in trouble. Here's a flag. It's going to be a hold, and Thornley dragged down for an 8-yard loss, but let's see the flag. Wheels coming off for the Grizzlies. Thornley, the sophomore. It's another sack for Skyview. That's a hold on Logan. And it's declined, so it's going to be 3rd down. After that loss of 8, it's going to be 3rd down and 18.
Excuse me, 3rd down at the Grizzlies' 30-yard line.
For Logan, they are 1 of 4. This is their 5th chance on 3rd down. Godfrey and Corbett to the near side. Smurfs, those guys aren't huge. If they get loose, they can cause trouble though.
Pass complete.
3rd and 18. It goes for 9. Heck, not even 9. It goes for 7. And it'll be 4th and 11.
4th and 11 for the Grizzlies.
Talked about Corbett and Godfrey. Corbett 5'6", 140 pounds. Godfrey 5'7", 160, so not big guys, but we've seen them make plays. If they can get into some space, it can be hard for a defense to find. Under 7 minutes to play in the half, and Skyview takes a timeout. I'm taking a look at our upcoming schedule. Of course, this region is all Valley teams and Bear River. So you know you're going to have a couple of teams making the playoffs from the Valley. Be interesting next week because Green Canyon is at Skyview. We've got Skyview 4 weeks in a row. Mountain Crest at Skyview, Skyview at Logan, Green Canyon at Skyview next week, and the week after Ridgeline at Skyview, and then we end up the season with Payson at Logan High. Green Canyon at Skyview will be an interesting one. Of course, they split. High snap, good catch by the punter. Rolls to his right, gets it off, and a nice bounce. Let it roll. You can hear the sideline. I can hear the sideline saying, let it go. 5-yard line is where that's finally killed. 55. What did I tell you about the last punt? That it would be in the 50s. That was a 56-yard punt. 57. All right, well, now we're going to play Guess the Next Punt. The next one is going to be 30-something. Okay. If I'm right again, I'm heading to La Tienda and buying some of those lottery tickets. Never bought a lottery ticket before. What's funny is watching people that have never bought a lottery ticket buying their first lottery ticket. It's like watching someone bathe a cat. Wait, what do I do? Where? Now what? What number? How? Stokes takes it up to about the 8. Ooh, they're going to give him forward progression out to about the 10-yard line. So pick up a 5 for Stokes. Stokes doesn't have great size, but he's low to the ground and runs with some power. He's 5'10". It's about average height, but he gets those shoulder pads parallel to the ground and runs with power. A Approaching 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Sidaway puts Stokes behind him. He's looking to throw. Breaks out and tripped up, and he falls up near the first down marker. I think he's going to be about half yard short. So it's going to be third down and about a yard after the Sidaway run. Third and a yard. Stokes runs off the field. Sidaway under center. Logan's jumped off sides once already tonight in this situation. Sidaway gets him to flinch. He's going to keep. He needed a yard. He needed half a yard.
Right up the middle on the sneak.
He got 6.
21-yard line, first down.
First down, Skyview. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains and start it up again. Five minutes until halftime. It's been all Skyview here in this first half. 20-0 Bobcats. A flag and somebody moving for Skyview. Go back them up to the 16. For Skyview, it's their third penalty. All of them 5-yarders, 3 penalties for 15 yards. No, they had that 15-yarder earlier, that's right. So 3 penalties for 25 yards. They had that personal foul. Good blocking in the run that goes up the middle of the 25-yard line.
Handoff goes up the middle.
9 yards.
25-yard line.
I can't tell if that was 8 or 6.
Second down to 6.
I think it's 6. I'll have to get one of my spotters here. Is that 8 or 6 in the backfield? Take a look. Nick ran that ball last time. His jersey's bunched up. It's hard to see. And he's next to the quarterback, and he's going to lead block. Sidaway's got himself yardage and a first down. So on the last carry, I think it was 6, Damian Dubon, and this time it was Sidaway. He's up to the 36-yard line. He picks up the first down and close to 10 yards. Stokes back on the field. 3 wide receivers left, 1 right. 3.5 to play in the first half. Sidaway flushed out of the pocket and throws the pick. He's going underneath. He's looking for Stokes. Stokes was open, and then one of the Grizzlies cut underneath and picked it off. Was that Wildman? Newsman Wildman? It was.
Spencer Wildman on the interception. Grizzlies take over.
So he picks it off, returns it back to the 34-yard line, and the Grizzlies with nice field position. See if they can put some points on the board here, trailing 20-0 with 3:27 to play in the half. So the first turnover for either team is Skyview throws the interception. Thornley back to throw. He's got one man out in the pattern, just about a great one-handed catch by Dodd. But it's thrown just a little bit wide of him. He had 2 running backs, did Thornley, in the backfield with him. They both stayed in to help block. Try to keep the Skyview pass rush off, and Thornley's been sacked twice here in this first half. The clock stops on the incomplete pass with 3:22 to play. In this first half, that's been all Skyview. Thornton throws to Godfrey. Godfrey makes one man miss, and again, a nice tackle down around the ankles. This one by Lundahl. So it's a gain of 7. Thornley to Godfrey, number 22. It'll be 3rd down and 3, so another 3rd down attempt
3rd down and 4
for the Grizzlies. 3rd and a long 3, 1 of 5 on 3rd down for Logan. Godfrey and Corbett to this side, and Logan's going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the field.
2:46 to play in the first half. Skyview 20-0. The big play of the half, a 70-yard touchdown strike from Sidaway to Digert for the last Skyview score. In fact, they scored on 3 straight possessions until throwing the interception on this last one. That's the first turnover in, no turnovers last week for Skyview, none in the first quarter. They went 6 quarters. They're 6-0, looking for 7-0 and a 3-0 start in the region. They've already got the inside track to the region title by beating Mountain Crest last week. I don't know how bad you want that second spot in the region. The way it looks like it shakes out to me, if you finish second, you're heading to St. George the next week. Over the middle they go to Dodd. Dodd loses the football. He had a first down. He was down to the 20-yard line, and then he fumbles it. So a gain of 8 for Dodd on 3rd down, and then he fumbles. So the teams exchange turnovers. And a great opportunity out the window for the Grizzlies as Dodd was fighting for more yardage and loses the football. 3 catches, 29 yards for Dodd, but then that one ends in a fumble. It's back on the 18-yard line. Skyview takes over there with just over 2.5 to play in the half. See how Sidaway responds to the interception. Straight back, flushed out of the pocket. Wildman was one of them. And he's walloped as he runs out of bounds. Out near the first down marker. He's going to have 8 yards. 8 yards for Sidaway. And he's got 24 yards on 5 carries. So just shy of 5 yards a carry for Sidaway. 2nd and 2 as he stepped out of bounds. Digert, the lone receiver, to the near side, 3 to the far side, and Cole Stokes in the backfield. Somebody was leaning. Stokes was pointing, and he kind of leaned forward, and I think that's what they're going to call. So it's going to be a penalty on Skyview, their 4th penalty, 4 for 30 now for Skyview. One of the few things that Skyview hasn't done well tonight. They haven't avoided the penalty. 3 5-yarders and a 15-yarder. It hasn't hurt them yet, though, as it's 2nd down and 8. Sidaway, double move. He's got a man wide open down the sideline. They caught the corner looking. The catch is made out at the 48.
On the far side.
31 yards.
Mason Falslev on the catch.
Falslev with the catch of 31 yards.
1st and 10 Bobcats at the Grizzly 48-yard line.
And the Bobcats in business in Grizzly territory at the 48. Sidaway now 188 yards passing in the first half. Approaching 2 minutes to play as Falslev steps in to ask what the play is, or at least the play count. Sidaway's going to roll away from Falslev to the near side. Sets his feet, delivers a strike. That's Wyszynski. He's down to the 29-yard line. That's 19 yards. So the Bobcats were kind of running in mud for a minute, and now they've broken out of it in a big way. They're at the 29 of Logan, leading 20-0 and looking to put some more on the board. Sidaway fakes the give. Underneath, he's got Colby Wilson. Colby Wilson has blocking downfield. Wilson finally down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. 21 yards for number 4, Colby Wilson.
It'll be first and goal, Bobcats.
Over 200 yards passing here in the first half for Sidaway. One of the top passers statistically in 4A. First and goal. Sidaway looks. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the back of the end zone. 1 foot in, but not 2. And maybe not even 1, because they're going to say incomplete. Let's see who that was. A nice grab, but didn't get his feet in bounds, so an incomplete pass.
Personal foul called against the Grizzlies.
And we have a penalty called on Logan. I didn't see a flag. If it was, it's half the distance and puts it down at the 4. So it's a personal foul on Logan. A 4-yard penalty. Half the distance to the goal.
Ball will be on the 4-yard line. Second down and 4 for the Bobcats.
So Skyview looking to put 6 more on the board. Already leading 20-0. Unloading to the back of the end zone to Lundahl.
Pass intended for Ryder Lundahl.
And Sidaway
Broken up.
threw it just a little late, and it's broken up by one of the Grizzlies. It's 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. If Logan could keep Skyview out of the end zone here, it would be a humongous win for them. It looked like Logan was going to have 1st and 10 inside the Skyview 20-yard line. Instead, they fumble the ball. It's recovered by Skyview, and Skyview's marched down to a 3rd and goal. Here's the give to Stokes. Dancing, cutting, sliding, scoring. Touchdown, Cole Stokes. 4 yards and a TD for 21. 2 touchdowns for Cole Stokes on the evening here in the first half. 10 carries, 41 yards, 2 touchdowns. There's been 1 failed PAT attempt when Skyview ran a play for 2. Stokes has been perfect every time he's kicked, and he stays perfect. 27-0 with 1:02 to play in the first half. Skyview up big on the Grizzlies.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Megan, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, clean and spacious. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Back at Logan High School, Eric Olson along with you. As we were hoping for an in-valley rivalry game that maybe you could throw the records out the window and it would just be one of those inexplicable ones that on paper looked like it would be a beatdown, but in real life, it was an amazing athletic endeavor. Instead, what was on the paper is looking to come true as the Grizzlies are taking it right in the teeth by the Bobcats, 27-0. The Grizzlies have had some things going. They've moved the ball. They created a turnover. They're down inside the Bobcat 20. But unfortunately for them, they haven't been able to really consistently slow down this Skyview offense. Skyview offense with big strike capability and showing it tonight. It's going to be really interesting when this region meets that region down at the very south end of the state. Those are some good teams down there. The receiver cut inside and the ball was thrown to the outside, incomplete, second down. Pineview and Dixie and all those schools down there, very good games, very good teams. And we saw Pineview earlier this season against Green Canyon. They looked pretty darn impressive. And then you've got Mountain Crest and Skyview up here. Bear River's been solid. Ridgeline, off to a wobbly start, has really put it together since then. Thornley over the middle has Corbett. Big hit, but he's out near midfield. 18 yards.
49-yard line, first down, Grizzlies.
Out to the 49-yard line. And the Grizzlies moving the ball. Clock runs, 45 seconds to play in the half. Logan gets the ball to start the second half. They can make something happen here. Thornley's going to keep 3 defenders there. Thornley picks up 2 and a timeout, Logan, with 36 seconds to play in the half.
Timeout.
One of the Grizzlies still down. See who that is. That might be Thornley. It is, and he's holding his arm. It's Thornley. He's holding his arm and his shoulder. And the way he's holding that, you wonder about a collarbone. Seen it 100 times. So Thornley on the 2-yard run gets slammed down to the turf and is helped off the field. Holding his right shoulder. They're putting their hands up underneath his pad, and every time they push against him, he flinches and doubles over. Whatever it is, it hurts. You worry that might be a collarbone or something. We'll see who comes in at quarterback for the Grizzlies. Connor Shumway's played quarterback this season. So has Nye. It's going to be Nye. Kevin Nye, the junior, 6'2", 165 pounds. Pressed into service after Thornley hurt on a play, a short run play, and his tackle. Skyview offsides, but Logan moved. So who are they going to call it on? One of the Bobcats came across, then the guard on the far side stood up. It used to be that was always on the offense, and that's what they're doing. No, Skyview, wow, Logan was backing up. They've kind of changed that rule a little bit so that now if a guy comes part way across, almost like simulating the snap, and it causes the lineman to move, that they end up not calling out on the offense. Nye has a lot of running room. Nye puts on a fake, gets down inside the 45 to the 34-yard line. 10 yards for Nye on the run. Clock stops till they say, well, they're supposed to wait till the chains are set to start the clock, but the white hat, he's been starting it before the chains are set all night. So he doesn't do anything different there than he hasn't done all night. Nye looking downfield, in trouble, down he goes, another sack. Third sack of the night for Skyview, and we're only in the first half.
9 seconds left in the half.
And there's 9 seconds left in the half, and Logan will call timeout. This last couple of plays, just kind of a microcosm of the first half for Logan. They'll get something going, but they can't sustain it. Got the ball down to the 34-yard line here, and then they take the big sack. The backup quarterback, Nye, is in the ball game. Thornley was hurt on a tackle. He hit the ground, came out hard, came out of there holding his right shoulder. been looking at him on the sideline ever since.
Seconds left in the half.
They put 3 more seconds back on the clock, so 12 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 19 after the loss of 9 on the sack for Nye. Nye against a 3-man rush. Kobe Wilson's in the backfield. They finally get a hat on him. Nye gets away. Unloads, has a receiver who catches it down inside the 20 at the 19-yard. I know it's at the 20. 23 yards and a first down. 2 seconds on the clock. Will they try a field goal? They don't have a timeout. Do they have time to snap and spike it? And they're going to start the clock. They snap it and they're going for the end zone. Nye unloads. And it's incomplete. There was no timeouts left for Logan. They get it down to the 20-yard line, and then just run out of time. 27-0, Skyview on top of Logan as we head to halftime at Crimson Field.
Only Wendy's can make the Baconator, because while some other guys use frozen beef from far away,
that's 9,429 miles away.
Wendy's only uses fresh beef from ranches close by,
so we don't have to freeze it.
Then add 6 strips of bacon, cooked fresh in an oven, never a microwave, tossed with plenty of cheese, without a single veggie to get in the way.
Aww. Proving once and for all
that only Wendy's has the bacon and the Ater to make the Baconator.
They said I wasn't fast enough. Forget what they say. You define you. The way you move, the way you compete, the way you train. If you want to win on the field, you have to move like no one else has moved before. That's why I train with Rip 60. Power, speed, strength. If you train the Rip 60 way, you'll be able to do things you never thought possible.
Rip 60 features suspended rotation, the key to power so your body is forced to stabilize and balance throughout your workout, engaging more muscles and building your core with every move. The secret is the rotational carriage, which promotes more muscle activity, allowing you to build muscle fast.
I train like the pros. You can too. Get Rip 60.
Unlock the rewards of training the way elite athletes do in less than 60 minutes a day for just 60 days, so you can get incredible results like these fast. Call now and you can receive expedited shipping so you can reach your goal even faster.
Because you define you. Rip 60 training is the way.
Let's give it up for your high-lows.
They said I wasn't fast enough. Forget what they say. You define you. The way you move, the way you compete, the way you train. If you want to win on the field, you have to move like no one else has moved before. That's why I train with Rip 60. Power, speed, strength. If you train the Rip 60 way, you'll be able to do things you never thought possible.
Rip 60 features suspended rotation, the key to power so your body is forced to stabilize and balance throughout your workout, engaging more muscles and building your core with every move. The secret is the rotational carriage, which promotes more muscle activity, allowing you to build muscle fast.
I train like the pros. You can too. Get Rip 60.
Unlock the rewards of training the way elite athletes do in less than 60 minutes a day for just 60 days so you can get incredible results like these fast. Call now and you can receive expedited shipping so you can reach your goal even faster.
Because you define you. Rip 60 training is the way.
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm a goalkeeper for Logan High School soccer. I am proud to be a Wendy's All-Star and go Grizz.
Hi, I'm Jace Perry, and I play safety for the Logan Grizzlies. I'm honored to be picked as one of the Wendy's All-Stars. Go Grizz!
You have to be one with your mind, and your mind has to be one with your body while you're doing any kind of feat. I see the hurdles in front of me. I'm like, Felicia, this is what you got to get over. Here's a certain thing you have to do to conquer your goals today.
I don't know if the girl can sit still. I don't know if she sleeps at night.
You have to put mind over matter. So even though my body's aching right now, tomorrow my mind's gonna be like, you can do this, what's next? My sister and I, it's a passionate relationship. We go hard.
Felicia plays for Drinker harder than she would play anybody else.
It builds me up to where I want to be.
My father started us in tennis, he started us in track, and he even started my love for learning. He helped push it forward. He was killed when I was 9 years old. It's been 8 years and it still hurts. When he died, it was a void that can't be filled. The lessons he instilled in me, I wanted to push past all the obstacles, the barriers in my way. I want to let him live on through me, let his lessons live on through me.
She doesn't let her circumstances define her, and she never has. She doesn't have to tell you that, she shows you that.
It's very important to be part of something that's bigger than you. I'm the president for the NAACP. We try to mend racial tensions in our world. We try to encourage civic awareness. My ancestors before me have done so much for me. They've done the race, and they've passed the baton. I have to continue that race for them. There's still work to be done.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson, personalized insurance coverage for your family and business. The Book Table, your family store for books, music, toys, art, and much more. Planet Fitness of Logan, no gym intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station for over 25 years. Back at Logan High School as we get ready to start the second half. Logan trailing 27-0. I got an interesting stat or two for you here after this kickoff. As Skyview kicks it off, Jackson Sidaway is putting on a show tonight for the Bobcats. The ball returned out to the 22-yard line. Take a look at some of those first half stats for Skyview. 228 yards passing, 65 yards rushing for 293 total yards. Sidaway accounts for 252 of the 293 yards. For Logan, 91 yards through the air, 32 on the ground, 123 total. They've had a couple of possessions get down inside the Logan or the Skyview 25-yard line, but both times they came up empty. Once they turned it over, and the next time they ran out of clock right at the end of the half. Thornley was hurt on that last drive for Logan, so it's Nye in at quarterback. Dodd gets the catch for 2 yards from Nye.
Second down and 8.
That brings up a 2nd and 8. I was telling a fib earlier when I said this was the only game going on tonight. Ridgeline and Green Canyon are playing tonight. Ridgeline leading that one 34-7. Say Ridgeline got off to a wobbly start, but they've been playing very well since then. Nye way too high, throws the pick. Blockers ahead. He can't quite turn it into 6, and a flag comes in after the ball is picked off. Looked like it was number 6, Dubon.
Picked off by Damian Dubon.
And he returns it down to the Logan 15-yard line. Let's check the flag. So Logan with their 2nd turnover. The flag back about the 22-yard line. Probably an illegal block or something of that nature against Skyview. Still waiting for the call here. Illegal block in the back.
Illegal use of the hands by the Grizzlies.
Illegal use of the hands during the return by the Grizzlies. They must have put a hand up in a face mask or something, because
First and 10 for the Bobcats.
You can have an illegal use of the hands when you're the defending team.
First and goal for the Bobcats.
That must be what it is a hand up in the face mask or something like that. Wow. And the Logan staff is talking to the White Hat. They want an explanation, because I've never seen that before either, an illegal use of the hands on a defender, because the offensive players have turned into defenders, and that flag came well into the run back. Unless he had a hand up in a face mask, but the head official never made a gesture like that. He was talking to Logan's coach. Lundahl, they're going to throw it to him out of the backfield. Dips inside, heads outside, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 5, a gain of 3.
Gets down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5.
2nd and goal from the 5. Motion again. They're going to hand off, and a little fly sweep to Lundahl, and he's going to turn it up and into the end zone. 5 yards and a touchdown for 24, Lundahl. And the Bobcats are on the board again after the Grizzly turnover. Stokes is the usual kicker. And this is a different kicker now for Skyview. Punches into it and puts it through. Kicked by Walter Collins, the freshman. And it's 34-0 with 10:50 to play in the third. Skyview all over Logan.
In Utah, nothing is greater than our liberty. And going is always greater than stopping. So when we look for an emergency room, we don't just want one we can trust. We want one we can trust to respect our time. That's why Mountain Star ERs offer board-certified emergency specialists and short wait times. Mountain Star. Together, we're greater.
Back at Logan High School, 10:50 to play in the third period. Logan with the turnover, Skyview with the touchdown, or 1 point away from a running clock. Second half, a 35-point lead triggers that so-called mercy rule. And we're a missed PAT away from that as the ball fumbled back at the 10-yard line on the kick return.
Trouble handling the ball, wrapped up at the 10-yard line.
And that's where Logan will start. I think that was Nye, who's been pressed into service as quarterback after Thornley was hurt in the second period. He went down hard and came out holding his right shoulder. He's helped to the sideline. I'm looking down there for him, and I think I actually see him. He's got his pads on. Nope, that's not him. That was somebody else. Nye's going to keep it, makes a couple of men miss, and then gets rolled over and put down hard after a gain of 3.
Second down and 8.
Wildman comes on, and Godfrey heads to the sideline. Logan splits 3 wide to the near side, 1 to the far side. Wildman in the backfield. Ball is free as Wildman lost it.
Ball pops loose, picked up by
Nye picks it up back at the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 7 after the fumble. And it's going to be third down, 1 of 6 on third down for Logan. 3rd and 14. This game started with some promise for the Grizz. They moved the ball. They gave up a touchdown, but the PAT was no good as they stopped some trick play on the 2-point attempt. They started moving the ball, but bogged down. It's happened a couple of times. They haven't been able to sustain. Here they go over the top. Ball right in the hands of the receiver, Dodd, and he can't haul it in. Beautiful ball, and Dodd can't make the catch out at the 45-yard line. That would have been a huge play, but instead it's 4th down, and the Grizzlies will punt from their own end zone. And Dodd would love to have that one back. He had 2 defenders on him, and Nye put it right on him. And Dodd couldn't haul it in. I'm a long way away up on top of the booth here. And one of the defenders may have gotten a hand in there to try to knock it away, but with Dodd's reaction, you could tell that he would love to have another chance at that one. Here comes the block, and they get to it. Out of the back of the end zone, and a safety for Skyview. So now it's 36-0 with 9:10 to play in the third quarter. And Logan will have to kick it back to Skyview. Let's take a quick timeout and come back as they get this all set up. 36-0 Skyview with the lead.
The more you learn about your insurance, the more gaps you may find. Like how you think you have coverage for this when you only have coverage for this. That's not homework. Talk to farmers and see what gaps could be hiding in your coverage.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
Back at Logan High School, a safety on the block punt for Skyview as they keep pouring it on. They lead 36-0. They're going to get the ball back. Now the clock is going to be running. It's a running clock until they get it down. I think, they got to get it down under 35 for it to not be a running clock again. This one caught by Christensen back at the 29-yard line. Right up the middle. Nothing fancy about that. And he returns it into Logan territory to the 42-yard line.
42-yard line of the Grizzlies. First down, Bobby.
See how long Coach Robinson leaves his starters in this ball game. Around the edge and a little bit of extracurricular going on back at the line of scrimmage. No flag, a 7-yard carry. 2nd and 3. And one of the Grizzly defensive linemen really going at it with one of the Bobcat offensive linemen right back at the old line of scrimmage. The official sat there and watched it and throw his flag, told them both to get up and play on. Here's the give off the edge. Let's see who that was. It's a first down, a pickup of 5. And that looks like it was Dubon.
Dubon on the carry.
Dubon down to the 31-yard line. And the clock runs. Skyview leading 36-0. Sidaway stays in at quarterback. 4 wide receivers. Dubon, the running back. Sidaway quickly to Digert. Digert trying to make a move. Not enough for one. And he's hauled down by a couple of Grizzlies after a gain of 7.
Just a couple of yards short of the first down. Albert Perry, your Logan High ID cards in the booth.
A long 3 or a long 2, second and a long 2. About 2.5. Sidaway alone in the backfield. He's going to keep it. Ducks under one of the tacklers. 6 yards for Sidaway. Skyview in scoring position again at the 18 of Logan, already leading this ball game 36-0. Sidaway's going to keep it around the right side. Spun down at the 10 for a gain of 8.
Sidaway takes the ball down to the 11-yard line.
Spotman just inside the 11. So it'll be a 2nd down and 3. Shinsky heads for the sideline. Colby Wilson's in there along with Lundahl and Stokes. Carlos Hansen, number 81, is the receiver, split wide to the right. Give it to Stokes. Stokes turns his back, pushes forward for what looks like might be enough yardage for a first down. Unpile everybody. And they call it a first down. Let's see. Nope, they're going to call it 3rd and a yard.
3rd down and short.
3 of 6 on 3rd downs for Skyview. 3rd and less than a yard. Now they're bringing everybody in tight, or the Grizzlies. Sit away. Setting up the screen to Stokes. Stokes grabs, runs, scores. Easy peasy lemon squeezy on 3rd and 1 from the 8-yard line. Touchdown, Skyview. They've blown this thing wide open. I mean wide open. You can drive a truck through how far they've blown this open. And not a little truck, a big truck. A big Cache Valley truck with dualies. High snap, they get it down, and the kick is good. 43 to nothing. Skyview on top of Logan. More after this. Back at Logan High School, 5:08 to play in the 3rd. 2 touchdowns here in the 3rd for Logan and Skyview, and a safety. Cole Stokes with a touchdown grab, 8 yards on the screen. 84 all-purpose yards for Stokes and 3 touchdowns. He's having himself a night. He's got 11 carries for 45 yards and 3 catches for 39. Short kick taken at the 11-yard line. That's Perry. He returns it up to the 25. And the Logan offense back onto the field. The Logan offense has put together a few drives, but they haven't been able to get to the end zone, and they haven't been able to stay consistent. Now the backup quarterback is running the show as Cade Thornley was hurt at the end of the first half. So Kevin Nye, the junior, takes over the reins. He's got Wildman in the backfield with him. Hands it off
up the middle
to the fullback. Pickup of a couple.
2nd down and 7.
Let's see who that was. It looked like it might have been Garrett Daniels. 24. Those Logan numbers are dark against dark, and they're kind of squished together tight. Kind of hard to see. Nye unloads. It looks like Dodd, and he makes the grab. Gain of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Dodd had one earlier that would have been about a 40-yard reception.
Pass complete. 3rd down and 1 for the Grizzlies.
Nye put it right on him, and he couldn't haul it in. Then the punt was blocked for the safety, and then that one was a much tougher catch, and he grabbed it and pulled it in. 3rd and a yard. Now he's going to give it to Wildman. Wildman bursts through the hole for 4 yards and a first down. Three minutes to play in the third period, and it's all Skyview. We're in a situation where we've got a running clock, greater than 35-point lead in the second half, and the clock runs. Except for on change of possession, they'll stop it to move the chains, and they run it immediately, even after a run out of bounds. Here's the pitch. Looked like Godfrey. Let's see. Yeah, that was Godfrey. He picks up about 4 yards.
A pickup of 4, second down and 6.
I'm seeing a lot of new numbers in that Skyview, on that Skyview defense. They've got some, looks like they got a bunch of backups. Some of the rotation guys in there. Might as well. Nye in trouble. Gets past the rush, across the 50. Down to the 47-yard line.
Kevin Nye in the Bobcat.
11 yards for Nye as we approach 2 minutes to play in the third period. Another Grizzly first down. Scout Morris is out there. Logan Karen. Let's see who some of these other guys are for Skyview. They're going to give it to Wildman. Wildman gets past the first wave and picks up 5. Dallin Burt in on the tackle. Hunter Larson's also out there for Skyview. Stockton Dunkley. Dax Smith. Jason Martindale. Nye looking at 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Blitz on. Hit as he throws. Ball's free. And they're going to say his arm was rolling forward, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 5. Desmond Phillips is out there as well for Skyview. 6'6", Desmond Phillips. That's 3rd and 5 for the Grizzlies. They are 1 of 8 on 3rd downs. Under a minute to play here in the third quarter. 16 points scored in the third by Skyview. 43-0, Bobcats with the lead. Nye gets it away. It's Dodd. He's still on his feet, and he's going down the sidelines. Inside the 20, inside the 10, high step into the end zone. Touchdown, Logan, 42 yards. And finally something for the Crimson and Gold to cheer about. Dodd broke a tackle after the initial grab, then tiptoed down the sideline and showed great speed to outrun the defenders for the touchdown. The PAT is blocked. With 35 seconds to play in the third quarter, Skyview loses the shutout. 43-6, Skyview with the lead.
Over the period of time, my hearing became worse and worse.
Over the course of the years, I developed a hearing loss, and I would not be able to hear my employees talk to me sometimes.
For Paul Dayton's and Cache Valley's integrity, his character, his background, his equipment, I would recommend him to anyone for a hearing aid specialist.
35 seconds to play in the third period. Logan gets on the scoreboard. Dodd with the touchdown catch from Nye. And Logan, for only the second time tonight, will be kicking up. They got to kick it the other way, though. Everybody went to the wrong side. Well, Logan went and set up. Skyview went and set up. Quarter's not over yet. Short kick goes right to one of the up men. Look out. Look out. Boy, he gets grabbed by the back of the collar and tackled, and that was a touchdown saver. Logan Karen. It hopped right to him, and he picked it up on the run. Where he was tackled out at the 35-yard line of Logan. It was Angel Ayala who got a hold of him and stopped what would have been a special teams touchdown. So we've had a blocked kick, so that is a special teams score and a bunch of offensive scores. Haven't seen a defensive score here tonight. That's the end of the third quarter. With that running clock, things get going in a hurry. 43-6, Skyview over Logan.
Hey fans, welcome onto the track. Our contestants for Big Club.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Megan, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, clean and spacious. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Get ready to start the fourth quarter. Eric Olson along with you here on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Skyview firmly in control of this one, 43-6, with the ball first and 10 on the 35-yard line. Here's Falslev in at quarterback. Falslev takes the snap, and he's inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. 17 yards for Falslev.
We marked at the 19, that will be first and 10 for the Bobcats.
Falsev's going to stay at quarterback now as both teams have gone to their bench. Falsev's going to give right up the middle. 14 yards.
I believe that was Josh Aller on the carry, number 28.
See who that is. Looks like Josh Aller, the junior running back. First and goal, Skyview. They're going to give to Aller again. He's going to go right into the end zone. Easy does it.
Touchdown, Bobcats.
And Skyview's a PAT away from hanging half 100 on Logan. Skyview's waiting for somebody. They don't have a holder. There's no holder out there. Stokes is going to run out. Now 2 guys have run out. Somebody's got to head back. That was Drashinsky, who was the second guy out. He heads back for the sideline. And Stokes, who usually kicks, will hold for this one. And it's good. 50-6. Skyview cruising home.
Explore what we have to do and what Utah has to offer, and see and learn about a great state that you and I live in.
Back at Logan High School with 11:14 to play in the ball game, Skyview just keeps pouring it on. They scored a safety on a block kick. They intercepted a pass that they ran back deep into Logan territory and put points on the board. And they've done it through the air, they've done it on the ground, they've done it with the first team and the second team. The Grizzlies getting on the board a few moments ago toward the end of the 3rd period with a long touchdown of their own. But Skyview has been comfortable right from the outset. Ball returned up to about the 24-yard line, and that's where the Logan offense will take over. Kevin Nye has been the quarterback. Thornley got hurt late in the first half. Nye's thrown a touchdown pass. He's also thrown an interception. Jace Perry on the return a moment ago. He's been busy tonight. He probably, if we kept return yardage, Jace Perry would probably have the most yardage of any of the Grizzlies. Nye keeps and loses a couple.
Nye keeps the ball. Wrapped up for a
Logan scored against mostly backups of the Skyview defense the last time they had the ball, and Skyview tackled Nye that time like they took it personally.
running room now for Wildman as he. Nice run up the middle for
Is that Nye? Let's take a look. Yeah, that's Wildman. He got up with something to say to somebody.
Gets the ball out to the 38-yard line.
All out at the 38. Skyview with a first down. Now he's going to hand it off to Godfrey, and he's going to be hit immediately. Spun around like a marble in a dishwasher. You ever put a marble in the dishwasher? What about the clothes dryer? If you're not putting marbles in things and turning them on, then you're not living, okay? Second and 11. Nye back to throw. Knocked away. Linebacker undercut that pattern, got his hands up, and then the defensive back reached around the intended receiver and knocked it down. 3rd and 11. And for some reason the clock stopped. Now they started. Pretty nice evening here in late September, the last week of September. 7th game of a 10-game season for these teams. 10 games plus the playoffs. Nye looking for receivers. Uses his feet to keep the play alive. Finds his man. That looked like it might be Perry.
Pass complete into Bobcat territory.
13 yards.
47-yard line, 48.
On a first down for the Grizzlies. 8:20 to play in the ball
First
game.
down, Grizzlies.
Here's the give. It looks like it's Godfrey again. He picks up 6.
Godfrey on the carry, I think, and picks up several on the play.
So this year, as you look at Region 12, Skyview, Green Canyon, Logan, Mountain Crest, Ridgeline, Bear River. Seen all of the teams in the region except for Bear River. Skyview, obviously, atop the region, and they look very good. I would love to see them play Mountain Crest again. They did a good job. I think Brady Hall had a very subpar game in that one. How much of that was to Hall not having a good game, and how much of it was to Skyview's defense? I don't know. I would think that most of it would be how Skyview defended him. They played well, and they held him down.
Grizzly first down.
Mountain Crest had a chance to put that game away and couldn't ice it. Skyview did what they had to do, as the penalties on Skyview did what they had to do, marched 99.5 yards and won that ball game. I would love to see a matchup between those two teams again, because I think it would be every bit as good. So I think Mountain Crest and Skyview are probably the class of the region. In Bear River and Ridgeline, as Nye gets out of trouble and picks up close to 5 yards. Green Canyon and Logan are the cabooses for the region. Logan, not very many seniors. Same with Green Canyon. They lost most of their seniors, went to Skyview, and so Green Canyon's trying to build their program. Ridgeline kind of had the opposite. They had a lot of seniors last year that came over from Mountain Crest, and now this year they've had to kind of try to regroup. As I mentioned, they started out the season, as Wildman loses a yard, they started out the season wobbly, but they've won 3 out of their last 4. Their only loss coming to Mountain Crest, but Mountain Crest put it on them. It'll be interesting when Ridgeline plays Skyview. See how that one turns out. But Skyview's played the other 2 top teams. In Bear River, you can never count them out. Skyview's played Bear River, Skyview's played Mountain Crest, and they beat them both. They play Green Canyon next week, and we've got that one for you. Here's Nye getting walloped as he ducks inside the 30 down to the 29-yard line, 4 yards.
Fourth down, and
it'll be 4th and 3, and of course Logan will go for it with 5:40 to play in the ball game. It'll be interesting once playoffs roll around. I believe it's the top 4 teams in the region that make it. So you're probably going to have, well, you're going to have Mountain Crest and Skyview. Probably Ridgeline and Bear River. There's still a few games to play. There's still 3 more games to play, though. So strange things can happen. Nye, quick strike to Dodd. Dodd on 4th down, needed 4 yards. He got 7.
Down to the 23-yard line. That's good for
down at the Skyview 23. 5 minutes to play in the ball game, and Logan trying to put some more points on the board. Trailing, though, 50-6. Speaking of big scores, so Utah State put 61 points on San Jose last week in a 61-10 win. San Jose not good, but you can't take away from the Aggies. If they're not good, you should beat them big, and that's exactly what the Aggies did. Nye follows his blockers and picks up 3. So they put the hurt on San Jose. Meanwhile, BYU's had 2 weeks to think about the hurt put on them by Wisconsin.
Second down and 7.
They got 2 teams, one coming off a bye, one coming off a big win that they've got to be sky high from. And you wonder about BYU's confidence. But they're desperate. They're desperate to get going. Should be interesting at Romney Stadium tomorrow night. 9, nobody open. Holds on too long, and down he goes. 4th sack of the night for Skyview as we fall under 4 minutes to play. And it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 10 for Logan. Logan's been inside the 25-yard line of Skyview. This is the 3rd time tonight. They scored a touchdown from outside that range, and you think, man, they put touchdowns on the board those other 3 times. You're still down big. But maybe it changes the complexion if you're putting some pressure on Skyview. Turnovers have hurt Logan. Skyview's turned it over once. 3rd and 10. Nye against a 4-man rush. High over the head of Charlie Jensen, who's had a quiet evening at 6'2". He's a big target. 4th and 10.
Ridgeline leading Green Canyon 41
to 7. Ridgeline over Green Canyon late in that ball game, so Ridgeline's going to pick up another win. Fourth and 10. Nye looking for the end zone. Has a man back there. Good toss. Touchdown. 22 yards. Nye's thrown a couple of passes tonight that have been absolute dimes. And I mentioned Charlie Jensen's had a quiet night. He just hauls in a 22-yard touchdown pass on 4th and 10. It's a touchdown for the Grizzlies, but they still trail big. Kicks good, 50-13. Skyview still on top, 2:44 to play in the game.
Hi guys, Valley. This is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving a free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
Back at Crimson Field, 2:44 to play, 50-13 Skyview. Logan with a couple of touchdowns here in the late going.
Join the team on the field.
Skyview doing everything right tonight on a rare Thursday night game. Ridgeline and Green Canyon also playing tonight. So Skyview has really one more big test in region, and that's against Ridgeline. We'll have that game for you in a couple of weeks. Kobe Wilson catches that line drive kick, and he's looking for some room to run. He's still on his feet up near midfield. He's to the 49-yard line.
Kickoff gets to the 49-yard line. Bobcats out of the ball. 1st and 10. 2:26 left in the game.
Thornley left the game late in the first half with a shoulder injury. I've looked for him on the sideline since then and have not seen him. Not seen him at all on the sideline. Skyview with the run. 5 yards, and we're under 2 minutes to play. see who the quarterback is now. It was Falstaff for a while. I don't think it is anymore. Haven't seen the number. No, it's not. Skyview getting everybody some playing time. Tate Ballard, the sophomore. You know, and why not? You're rolling teams, get kids some varsity experience. It helps for the next year. Ballard, the sophomore, and a quarterback, the third quarterback Skyview's used tonight in this blowout win. He's going to hand it off.
Hand off to Gino DeMuzio. Picks up about 8 on the play.
We're under a minute.
Timeout on the field.
Did somebody really call timeout? Gino DeMuzio was the player that carried that one.
Officials timeout.
That was an official timeout. Had to move the ball back a yard. Now they start that clock up again. Ballard stays in at quarterback, hands it off. Ooh, big hit and a loss of a couple. So next week, the first ever meeting between Skyview and Green Canyon. We'll have that one for you. And Ridgeline and Skyview the week after that. That should be a good ball game. Ridgeline's been explosive, and we know what Skyview can do, as they've done it in spades here tonight. 50-13, your final score, as Skyview moves to 7-0, 3-0 in region play. Thanks for joining us for the game tonight. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Together, we're greater. Lewiston State Bank, strong and vibrant for over a century. Cache Valley Electric, a tradition of excellence since 1915. New Smile Dental, experience dental care. Camp Chef, the way to cook outdoors. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you've been missing. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson, personalized insurance coverage for your family and business. The Book Table, your family store for books, music, toys, art, and much more. Planet Fitness of Logan, no gym intimidation and only $10 a month. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's television station for over 25 years.